Welcome back to Cosmetics Anonymous. I am your favorite girl, Bo Vintage, and today's video is a shoe customization. I know I look like hell right now, but that's because it is 3:40 in the morning. Okay, I'm leaving for Toronto tomorrow, and well, today, and I just wanted to make sure that I had a set amount of videos for you guys before I left, because I have to bring literally everything with me to edit, and I'm not excited about that at all. But I did want to do my pink Huaraches for you guys, which look like this as a final product. The bottom's still white. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, this is what I wanted to do. It's a DIY. The copper color Huaraches. ANGELUS actually reached out to me. They saw my video, they loved it, and they reached out to me, and they actually sent me a little care package, and they told me to sign up for their referral program. So I did sign up for the referral program. I do have a link in the description box for you to click if you do plan on customizing your shoes like I've been doing. I thought that was really awesome of them for sending me a care package, because I'm just like, I literally have one shoe customization video. That is insane. If you do want to start customizing your shoes, make sure that you use my code, which is down in the description box below. Even though they sent me the care kit or the care package, this video is not sponsored by them, so I just want to let you guys know that. I told you guys I was doing this before, so I just want you guys to know the video is not sponsored, but they did send your girl some cool ass shit, and so I'm going to show you guys what they sent me. So they sent me a box of goodies, and I was like, what the heck? I was expecting to get, I don't even know, I don't know what I was expecting to get, but it wasn't all that they sent. I was expecting to get a little less. So the first thing that they sent are 4 brushes, which I got these brushes, and I had these brushes from the first time that I ordered from them. So it's always good to have a lot of brushes when you're doing this. However, in this tutorial, I believe I only used 2 out of 4 brushes. I didn't really need to use anything else other than the extremely large brush and the fine tipped brush. These brushes are really awesome. They're really soft and I love them. They sent me the ANGELUS Direct Easy Cleaner Kit. So this comes with the Easy Cleaner, which I already have a bottle of that as well. It comes with the brush, which I already have as well. And it also comes with a microfiber towel. I actually don't have the microfiber towel, so that's pretty dope. I usually just use one of these, like a regular washcloth. This will definitely come in handy when I'm customizing shoes that I've already worn. In the case, today I customized a brand new pair of shoes. So I had actually ordered all white Huaraches because I didn't have all white. I only have other colors, so I just ordered the all white Huaraches to customize them. They also sent me a shit ton of cute ass little stickers. I actually love stickers. I always decorate my laptop. Lastly, the coolest thing they sent me were all these paints. So they sent me a bunch of different colors. They sent yellow, and the cool thing about getting the primary colors, because they sent me blue and of course red. So because I have the primary colors now, I can virtually make any single color that I want. They sent me this color. It's called pink, but it's not the Petal pink, which is the color I used to do the shoes today. But they sent me this pink, and so if I wanted to make this pink darker, I could just add the red to it. Or if I just wanted to make my own pink, I could use pink and use the white. They sent me the navy blue and the green. So yeah, let's get started on these Huaraches. My pussy poppin' pink Huaraches, okay? Let's get started. Oh, these are my all white Huaraches. Cave. Super duper clean, never worn. And tip for the women out there, or men with really small feet, these are actually kid size. So the reason I buy kid size is, or the reason why I bought these in kid size is for 2 reasons. First reason being that the toe part, as you can see, it has the mesh, which I wanted to get the mesh part on the toe. I didn't want leather or anything like that. And 2 is that they come in this flat white color and they're all one color. The woman's version of the all white Huarache has like this off-white color. I didn't want to have to paint the off-white part on the women's size Huarache flat white before painting it pink. These are all going to be painted one color, so I don't have to worry about taping them. I'm not going to be taping them today. It's really unnecessary to do. So we get to skip the taping part, but I am going to remove the laces. And oh, sorry. The second reason that I got the kid size is because they are actually a little bit cheaper, a bit cheaper than the women's size Huaraches. But in the women's, I have to wear a size 8.5 because Huaraches do fit a little snug. I would definitely suggest sizing up if you are getting a women's Huarache. And if you are getting kids size Huaraches, then my 8.5 translates to a 6.5 in kids. So I do that with all my shoes because it's just cheaper to buy kids shoes. Like, why? It's so dumb. Like, honestly, shoes should all just be one price because it's really pointless. So to start the process, you're gonna want to deglaze. You may have watched my other shoe customization. I customized Shooter's all white Huaraches to a copper color. The first step is to remove the factory finish. So you can use either acetone or you can use the leather preparer. I'm gonna use my leather preparer because I have no idea what the hell I did with my acetone, but it is the same thing. If you have acrylic nails or any type of, or gel nails or something, you may want to be careful with this. I just got my nails done literally yesterday, so I have to be extra careful. I don't want to damage my nails at all. My nails have to be poppin' until New Year's. If you want, you could wear gloves during this part, but I just find that the gloves are a little, they're like a nuisance. Most of this video is gonna be like super fast forward. I'm gonna explain things and then I'm gonna time lapse it. But this, you want to just get all of the leather on the inside here. Like, you just wanna get the leather deglazed from any factory finish, and then you can move on to painting. So an important part to customization is definitely shoe trees. These are from the ANGELUS website, and basically you just put the shoe tree into the shoe, and they are left and right, so you have to put it in the right foot. And this basically just keeps the shoe firm while you're customizing it. I actually don't like using them because of my nails. It does give me a little bit of a problem when I have to remove it, but you need to keep the shoe firm to do that. To customize your shoe, it has to be firm. So I don't really have a choice when it comes to that, but I try my hardest to not break my damn nails. So I'm gonna explain to you guys how to get your paint going, and then I'm just gonna start painting and you guys are gonna watch. You're gonna need a mixing bowl, something to get your paint going in. Of course, you're gonna need a couple brushes. My brushes are from the ANGELUS website. I just ordered a starter kit and some other stuff. So that's what I ordered when I placed my first order. So I actually got this when I got the copper paint. I bought a bunch of stuff. So you're going to need 2 things. You're going to need your paint. I chose to use Petal Pink. So this is 1 ounce paint. We're not gonna use the whole bottle, I don't think. But because we are painting the fabric part of the shoe pink as well, we need something called GAC 900 or some GAC. I don't think it's called GAC, it's literally GAC 900. We're gonna need the GAC 900, and whatever you put of the pink or whatever paint color you're using, you need to put an equal amount or equal part of the GAC 900. This will make sure that the fabric does not stiffen up. So basically you turn the paint into a dye. When you're painting the leather part of the shoe itself, you no longer need the GAC in there. You can just paint straight out of the bottle. How to ensure you are having the right amount. Basically, I just use a lid of the pill bottle. I pour the paint in here. 1, 2, 3. Say I use 3 caps full of this. I'm gonna put 3 caps full of this. So this is 1-to-1 ratio. You're going to need a blow dryer or a heat gun to assist with the drying process of the shoe. So now I'm moving on to painting the leather. I am just dipping straight into the bottle or the jar of paint. You do not need to mix the GAC 900 with the paint at this point because that is just so that your fabric doesn't stiffen up after you paint it. If you were to apply this paint directly onto the fabric, you would actually run into that issue. I'm just working as carefully as possible to make sure that I only get the paint on the leather and not on the fabric portion of the shoe. When I did the other Huaraches, this took me about 3 or 4 coats, I believe 4 coats, but I don't think with this color it's going to take that many. It doesn't seem to be as streaky as the metallic color. I'm not going to paint the sole of the shoe, but I am going to paint that front part. And the reason why I'm not painting the sole of the shoe is because you would need like a sealer, something to, it's called a sole, like a sole protector kind of. And so if I were to paint under there, it would all just end up rubbing off anyway. Even with the sole protector, it would last for like maybe a couple weeks or a month, and then you would have to redo it. So I'm not going to paint the bottom, but I am going to paint the edges so it appears as though the bottom is painted. This is the almost finished shoe. After you finish painting them, you're gonna have to spray them with some acrylic spray. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my KRYLON low odor clear matte spray. So you can use it inside, but it really is best to spray your shoes outside. But this one says convenient to spray indoors. I personally think it still smells pretty bad, but I'm just gonna shake it up and then I'm going to spray the shoe all around. You really wanna take a good look at the shoe. I'm gonna give you guys a super close up of it. You wanna take a good look at the shoe and make sure you don't have any white spaces before you put your clear coat on. So if you look right there, if you look right in this little corner right here, there's some white still. So we need to take our paint and just cover that area and just make sure that the entire area or surface is pink. So that's why it's best to do 3 or 4 coats. I only did 2, And so now that I've only done 2, I can see that I have a lot of spaces that need to be filled. So my suggestion is definitely to do 3 or 4 coats. Don't just do 2 coats, even though the paint looks like it's covering all the areas. Once you really get your eye, put your shoe at eye level, you'll see that there are still a lot of blank spaces. There's the bottom of the shoe. So remember, we're not painting that. You can if you want to, but it doesn't really make sense because it's just gonna come off. So because these Huaraches have lots of like little ridges and stuff, you want to make sure you got your paintbrush in all those little holes. And you'll definitely see the imperfections once you want to do your final coat and you bring them up close. You'll see everything that needs to be fixed before you spray them. So I'm actually not going to spray them tonight. I'm going to wait till tomorrow to spray them. But if you watch my original video, you'll see how to spray them. So I'm going to link that below. So they're definitely looking a lot better now that I've held them up close and got into all those little areas that I saw had some white. Actually, they're pretty dry. I could try them on, but I don't want to. They're not dry enough. There's a little bit of paint on the bottom, and I don't think that paint is dry enough, and I don't want to step on my hardwood with it. But yeah, these are the shoes. I think they turned out really nicely. They definitely turned out really nicely, and there's a little patch. You might be able to see little patches, but those will disappear once that part of the shoe is dry. They're kind of sticky right now, so I shouldn't even really be touching the sides. I have to hold them on the bottom. But yeah, I love the shade of pink that it is. It looks a little different on camera, but it's fairly close to what the color actually is. I feel like it looks a little bit more peachy in person. On camera it does look a little darker, but I really do like the shade of pink. I said I was going to teach you guys how to dye the laces, but I actually want to keep my laces, these laces at least, I want to keep these white, because what I did instead of coloring the Huarache symbol was I just took the little tiny brush, the number 2 brush, and I ran it on the thread around the Huarache symbol. Whoops. I ran it on the thread around the Huarache symbol. And my reason for doing that was simply because I wanted the versatility. So I can wear my laces white with this and they'll look pretty dope. Just to give you a visual. So I can wear my white laces and it'll look dope. And what I've done is purchased these pink laces. So this was with my first order. And these are 114 centimeters, 45-inch laces. And so they're a little lighter than the actual pink, but I don't think that really matters. I think it'll still be a nice addition to the shoe. So that's the pink lace, that's the white lace. You can really rock either, or you can rock both if you want to, but that is the better option, especially because a lot of the times with shoes, our laces tend to get dirty. So even if you don't want to wear your white laces with the shoes, you can still keep your white laces and just put them aside for like one of the days that you mess up the laces in another pair of shoes that you want to replace. Instead of buying new laces, you have laces that you didn't dye. The way to dye the laces is basically the same as dyeing the fabric of the shoe. You're going to use the GAC 900 or the GAC 900 along with the shade of paint. So you're going to use the Petal Pink paint. Focus. You're going to use the Petal Pink paint. The same thing goes 1-to-1 ratio, and you're just going to mix up some dye, and then you're going to dip your laces into the dye, and you're going to squeeze the excess out and then let them dry, and then they'll be pink or blue or whatever color you want to do. So that is basically how you dye the laces. You dye it the same exact way you dye the shoe. I love you all, and I will definitely see you in the next one.